here we have a bunch of different operations to check out here. So let's do this. All right? How do we add here? How do we do part A, which says add A and B? How do you do that?
Add the components.
Sorry?
Add the components.
Add like components. Okay? So the first one, for example, would be what? X hat would be 3 plus 2, which is 5. Okay? And then 5 plus 7, which gives us 12, and so forth. All right? We've done that already, so I'm not going to go through that. What about subtraction, which is part B? What do you do here?
Subtract like components.
Find add the negative, right? So, for example, the first one would be what?
Just one of that.
So it's A minus B, so 3 minus 2, which gives us 1. 5 minus 7, which is minus 2. And don't forget y hat direction. These are vectors, right? These are vectors that come out of these things. So you need to have the unit vectors along with it. All right, now let's go on to the next three, which we haven't attacked yet. All right, as an example. All right, so we have A dot B. Again, what do we do? Well, we have 3x hat plus 5y hat plus or minus 7 z hat dot, and then we have here 2x hat plus 7 y hat plus 1, right? Z hat. Okay? So how do we do this? What survives?
Like components.
The multiplication of the like components, right? So this would be 3 dot 2, right? That's this one, that's AX. BX is over here, right? So that's 3 times 2. Yeah, this just means multiplication here, right? Not vector dot product. All right, then we add, and again, why don't we put the unit vectors in here? It's a scalar product, right? So we saw that x hat dot x hat is 1, right? So that's what survives here. So we have this. So then the next one is going to be ay by. So this is going to be what? 5 times 7. And then lastly, we have az bz. So we have plus a minus 7 times 1. Okay, so this becomes 6 plus 35 minus 7, otherwise known as 34. All right, now, notice it's just a number, right? Is that what you expect? Absolutely. Why? It's a scalar, right? It's a scalar product, dot product is a scalar product, so you should wind up with a number. If you wind up with a vector, you got problems. Okay. Next one. Let's do this quickly. Okay, here we go. A cross B. Make the determinant. X hat, Y hat, Z hat. All right, so 3, 5 minus 7. 3, 5 minus 7. 2, 7, 1. All right. Ready to do this quickly? Here we go. So we're doing x, so we go down to this bottom, 2 by 2, 5 minus 49, right? Sorry, 5 minus 49. X hat direction. All right, so far so good? And then the next one is we have a minus, because it's a y, right? Don't forget the minus sign. So we have 3 minus a minus 14. And then we have the z, which is 3 times 7, which is 21, minus 10. So this thing becomes what? 54. The x hat direction minus 17, the y hat direction, plus 11. Okay? Everybody see that? I did it very quickly, but it shows you how quickly you can do this. All right? Lastly, the angle between A and B. How do you do that? Well, you can use the dot product. We talked about that, right? Now, be careful. We also have this sine theta here, so in principle you could use this. The problem with this is the following. You're using the magnitudes here, which then gives you an ambiguity in the direction. My advice, don't use this. Or better yet, never use this. Always use the dot product. The dot product deals with just numbers, and so you don't have any problems with direction here. So to find the angle between there, all right, you have the cosine theta is equal to A dot B divided by the magnitude of each. Okay, the dot product we get, 34. Magnitude of A is what? How do you do that? Square root of 9 plus 25 plus 49. Okay? So you do that. Okay, turns out that this is, oh, I didn't do that. Well, I can't give you the square root of something because I have to do it in my head too. All right, but anyway, it turns out, and then you have two square roots. Then you take the arc cosine to get this, the angle. I'll let this be an exercise to you. See if you come up with 59.48 degrees. Okay, that's how you do it. Sorry I ran over, but okay. But I think you now have everything you need to go for the